to be honest, let me tell you how this affects you. Kitambo used to keep up. You know, when Dubai is going on, I watch what's happening. I cannot tell you a single thing that has happened there. And I know that sounds very, what's the word? I sound very, kama sijali, lakini ni ukweli sijali. But because we are here, I can just check some of the highlights of the results. Fiji beat USA 21-7. France beat Great Britain 35-0. Argentina beat Spain 26-12. Australia lost to Ireland 19-12.
That's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, New Zealand just about beat Canada 26-21. South Africa beat Samoa. Great Britain lost to the USA 36-12. France, of course, lost to Fiji. Fiji won both their first games 45. Then Ireland then beat Spain 35-10. Argentina beat Australia 31-14. And South Africa beat Canada 35-14. And then New Zealand beat Samoa 14-12. New Zealand look like they are... And
there's something I've just realized when you're saying the results, Wokabi. Look at all those teams. It's the usual suspects that dominate in the rugby 15s. Yeah. So once again, this tournament, it's going to be almost exclusionary, unfortunately.
It's going to be a members club, eh?
Yeah, exactly. It's back to, the usual. Just for clarification, so Kenya will still go to Dubai, but they'll go there in January.
Yes.
For the Challenger Series. That's when it kicks off. So they'll be going to Dubai, and then they'll be going to Uruguay in Montevideo. And then after that, they'll go to Munich in Germany. And then, of course, the top 4 teams are the ones to now go.
That's how ni wapi tunaenda anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Then they go on for
Montevideo, Germany. Wao ni rugby Munich lini since.
So sasa ndio tutaenda kwa Madrid. Madrid ndio itakuwa mambo yote. Funny enough, it's only
one. So Dubai, Uruguay, Montevideo and Munich.
Yes. But now the thing is, I was just looking at this season, and I don't know. I felt like, you remember they used to say like there's those tournaments that were. You know, they were marqué World 7 Series.
Yes.
There's no London this time round. There's no Paris. Let me just remind you of the rounds this time round, because it is less than the way it used to be before. Dubai, Cape Town, Australia, Perth. They've moved it to Perth. Vancouver is still there. Los Angeles is still there. Hong Kong, of course, they didn't move Hong Kong. I was surprised that Singapore is still there. And then Madrid is the big one. So
kuna zile za kitambo, hakuna Paris, hakuna London. Lakini bado na kuna Wellington. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
What's the reasoning behind all this?
I don't know. To be honest, I think, you know, the things they've even changed. They changed a few things. Even, of course, the composition of the teams, they reduced them to 12. I think they tried to look at somewhere where we'd maximize on.
On popularity and on marketing around it.
Because it's expensive
popularity, you'll not be able to convince me that London was not popular.
No, you compare it with something else. So you're comparing it with Los Angeles, for example. You want to grow the game in LA. You want to grow the game in the US. There's no Las Vegas.
There is.
There is.
Yes.
You see. So now there's no Las Vegas. So for example, you move it to Los Angeles because you're trying to grow the rugby game is going to be grown in the US. It's not a lie. They're trying to do that. So you try and go to LA and see if you can create a hype. Because remember, Sevens is not really about the game. It's an event. It's a festival. You want people to come and spend money. You want people to have a carnival atmosphere for 2-3 days. That's why Kenya is so important to this 7 circuit. Because Kenya brings sherehe from every single city they go to. Yes. So Kenyans were always showing up. So it's one of those things that like...
and that's why for me, like, I feel... I know. I'm very sure even the World Rugby were disappointed the fact that we were relegated. Because I'll never forget the fact that many years back, Las Vegas... There was a time in the stadium, there were about almost close to 3,000 plus Kenyan fans. That's a lot of people.
That's quite something.
Because it used to be the biggest single sporting event that used to unify the Kenyans in the US, the diaspora. Because they all, like, let me tell you, every time when it's getting closer to the Las Vegas Sevens, even when it used to be in San Diego, you would just be messages, people planning, because it was the biggest social event.
And here Dubai, it's like playing at a refugee grounds. Even the songs they sing, it's like a refugee grounds because people wameja. Kwani Kenya ikucheza na Qatar alafu Wakenya wakajaza ground the other day in football. So I think that's part of it. And also they were trying to you know, this, we are in the era of equity. So to lift up the women's game, because I think they lifted up the women's games. So now they are playing the same. Kitambo, it wasn't always the same, yes? So now it's equal pass. So it's this many teams, this many tournaments, women, men, kila kitu sawa.
I have a slightly different and controversial explanation. I think I'm looking at a little bit of cost cutting. From
that also.
because because
You are-
initially you remember
Yes.
there was this you go to the Shield, you go to the there was a lot. You start with the main cup, you can be relegated I think to the Shield and then to something
The
else.
plates, there used to be
To
even
the plate,
plates.
yes. And then that was removed. The plate was removed initially.
Yeah.
And then now we have the number of teams being reduced. And then of course the number of legs have been removed if I get it right. So
Right, yeah.
there's that element of course cutting happening very politely.
But
politely.
I feel disappointed that they removed Wellington.
London for me.
I think Wellington was a good tournament to have because it's New Zealand is the home of rugby.
Yeah.
I think so. I think for them it's. I felt like I don't even know why they included Madrid. I would have felt they should have done,
Maybe because of the way Spain has improved in the last 2-3 years.
and also because of Madrid Sevens. It used to be
Yes.
there before. And,
Yeah.
But I was also surprised because there also used to be another very big tournament in the Amsterdam Sevens, which
Yeah,
is also
but,
it has a very good
Okay, I'm not
like
familiar.
brand.
Yeah, but it's Amsterdam is not the same.
True.
Look, for example, when Max Verstappen starts dominating F1, we find a race and took it to the Netherlands. You get?
Yeah.
Now we have a race in
That's
the Netherlands.
marketing
now.
It wasn't there 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same way. So you look at Amsterdam and Madrid and Spain and the way Spain is looking. Maybe you turn to Spain. You wanted to be in LA. I don't know why they moved it from Las Vegas. I thought Las Vegas used
Las
to
Vegas
sound
was
like
perfect,
the,
yeah.
Yep.
like the thing. Just like I used to like Adelaide more than.
Then now this one there was Gold Coast. Remember?
Yes,
Yes, Gold
Yeah,
Coast,
those
yeah.
Gold Coast. Now they've moved it to Perth. I'm just
But at least they've kept
in Australia,
they've kept
yeah.
Hong Kong,
Hong Kong is
which
still
is
there.
like the home of
Yeah,
sevens.
yeah.
Then Singapore, because Kenya won Singapore, so
Yeah.
we must always have Singapore.
And Dubai.
And Dubai is like Dubai is
South
down.
Africa, Cape Town I think is fine. I think Cape Town is perfect. It works well. It's a nice party atmosphere.
The
And I
one-
think because of obviously South Africa winning the Rugby World Cup, there's still that
Yeah.
hype.
The pedigree.
The pedigree. But I still wish Kenya was still in the circuit because I would not lie to you. If Kenya was still in the 7th series, your Cape Town ingejaa Kenya. Because now nowadays you can fly. Like right now we can say 20 Cape Town. Tuenda. Visa
Yes.
hakuna visa.
Hakuna visa.
Eh,
Visa on
tunafika.
arrival.
Yeah,
Naambiwa karibu ile line ilikuwa inaendanga hapa nini nyinyi mnaenda hivi.